हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, माय नेम इज प्रसाद नाइक। वेलकम टू माय चैनल लर्निंग इंडिया। आज हम लोग देख रहे हैं प्रैक्टिस सेट नंबर 6.2। इन दिस प्रैक्टिस सेट वी आर गोइंग टू सी इन डिटेल अबाउट द टैक्स, इनकम टैक्स, whether the tax will be applicable to is applicable or not to the particular person. That we are going to see in practice set 6.2. Before that I want to tell you, जो बच्चे लोग अभी तक मेरा previous practice set नहीं देखे रहेंगे 6.1, you can go to the playlist and you can watch my previous practice set also, videos also. So now coming back to our topic, they are told to us about the first question. Miss Nikita, who is 27 years old, she is earning less than 2,50,000. उसका इनकम 2,50,000 से कम है. So if she is earning less than 2,50,000 rupees, so there is no need to pay the income tax for her. Why? You can see in your textbook, page number 102, table number 1. So in table number 1, they are told to your individual up to 60 years. So up to 60 years, जब तक के लिए 2,50,000 रुपए तक नहीं कमाते तब तक के लिए इनकम टैक्स इज नील. No need to pay any income tax. So she is earning less than 2,50,000 rupees. No need to pay income tax. Again, second question. Mr. Kulkarni, जो 36 years old है, वो कितना कमाते हैं? 2,50,000 से ज्यादा कमाते हैं. इसके लिए उनको इनकम टैक्स पे करने का है. That is why he has to pay the income tax. If you see the table number 1, it is up till 60 years. 60 साल की उम्र तक जो आदमी, नहीं तो जो औरत, नहीं तो जो लड़की 2,50,000 से कम कमाती है साल भर के लिए, वो इनकम टैक्स एक भी रुपया नहीं भर सकते. सो हियर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, नो नीड टू पे. फॉर मिस्टर कुलकर्नी 60 इयर्स से कम है, 36 इयर्स का है, 2,50,000 से ज्यादा कमाता है साल का, तो उसको इनकम टैक्स पे करने का है. नाउ टू सी द क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 ऑल्सो. मिस निकिता, who is also 44 years old, इसका मतलब वो भी 60 years से कम है, but she is earning more than 2,50,000 rupees. So she has to pay income tax because her income is more than 2,50,000. This is again table number 1, which is up to 60 years and she is earning more than 2,50,000. That is why she has to pay income tax. Now question number 4. Mr. Bajaj, who is 64 years old and who is earning more than 3 lakh rupees. That is why he has also to pay income tax for Mr. Bajaj. And for Mr. Bajaj, you have to say in your textbook only table number 2. From 60 to 80 years, you can see up till 3 lakh there is no income tax. Up till 3 lakh, but he is earning above 3 lakh, more than 3 lakh he is earning, Mr. Bajaj. So he has to pay income tax. Whose age is 64? You have to see table number 2. Now coming to fifth question. Mr. Disalva, who is 81 years old, and here he is also earning less than 5 lakh rupees. कितना कमा रही है? 5 लाख से कम कमा रहा है, तो फिर he should not pay any income tax, or there is no need to pay any income tax. For that you have to see page number 103, table number 3. In that they are given to you all up to 5 lakh rupees nil, no income tax they have to pay. And it is therefore super senior citizens who are above 80 years old, for them it is up till 5 lakhs, no income tax, nothing they have to pay. So like this we have completed our question number 5 also. So in question number 2, this sum is about Katar Singh. So in this sum पहले हम लोग क्या करेंगे पता है? मंथली इनकम कितना कमाता है वो, दैट विल बी मल्टीप्लाइंग बाय 12. सो वी गेटिंग द ईयरली इनकम. उसमें से वो एनएससी, पीपीएफ, न तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर का जो फंड है वहां पे जितना पैसा डालता है उसको हम लोग माइनस कर देंगे. माइनस करने के बाद विल सी एज फर्स्ट. तो एज है उसका 44 इयर्स, तो टेबल नंबर 1 में बैठता है. तो जितना जो इनकम आया डिडक्शन करने के बाद वो इनकम को हम लोग 2,50,000 में से माइनस कर देंगे और जितना अमाउंट बचता है, if 5 lakh is there, 5 lakh minus 2,50,000 rupees, so बचे हुए अमाउंट के ऊपर 5% the income tax will be there. Then whatever amount we are getting here, if we are getting here as 9,000 rupees as a taxable income, तो उसके ऊपर 2% education cess will be there and 1% will be having secondary and higher education case. So we'll add up all these three, we'll be getting our net income tax what Mr. Katar Singh has to pay. So how it works, now we are going to see it in question number 2 only. So for question number 2, Katar Singh, whose age is 48 years, is working for a private company and his monthly income after deduction of allowance is rupees 42,000. So he is earning per month 42,000 rupees. So here his gross annual income will be gross annual income. It is equal to 12 मल्टीप्लाई बाय, एक साल में 12 महीने रहते हैं, एनुअल का मतलब साल भर का. सो 12 इंटू मंथली इज अर्निंग 42,000, सो मल्टीप्लाई बाय 42,000. So we are getting here 5 lakh rupees, 4,000 he is earning for a year. तो साल भर का इसका कमाई है 5,04,000. अगर वो 42,000 रुपीज पर मंथ कमाता है तो he is earning for year now. बाद में from this annual income he is putting some money for investment, some in gratuity fund, you can say GPF. So we'll deduct here. So our second point is less deduction. जहां कहां पे भी वो पैसा डाल रहे हैं ग्रॉस नेशनल एनुअल इनकम में से हम लोग उसको डिडक्ट करेंगे. सो फर्स्ट वन इज पेइंग इज फॉर GPF. How much he is paying? 3,000 rupees per month he is paying. So multiply by 12, it is equal to 36,000 rupees he is paying here annually. साल भर में he is paying 36,000 in GPF. National Savings Certificate he has brought for rupees 15,000. So NSC, second point, NSC is rupees 15,000. And in third, where he is investing is in PF's relief fund. He is investing 12,000 rupees. So PM's relief fund is rupees 12,000. He is paying for PM's relief fund. So we will add up all the three, GPF plus NSC plus PM relief fund, 36,000 plus 15,000 plus 12,000, it will be 1,000 only. 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 6 is 13, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 63,000 rupees, his deduction will be there. So after deduction, it will be net taxable income. Net taxable income. इतना डिडक्ट होने के बाद जितना पैसा बचेगा उसके ऊपर टैक्स इट विल बी पुटेड ऑन. सो 5,04,000 में से साल का 63,000 आप लोग निकाल दो तो 0 माइनस 0 इज 0, 0 माइनस 0 इज 0, 0 माइनस 0 इज अगेन 0, 4 माइनस 3 इज 1, 50 माइनस 6 इज 44. So 4,41,000 is his net taxable income. So his net taxable income, write it here. net taxable income. So it is first number minus second number. Means 5,04,000 minus 63,000. We are getting the answer as 4,41,000 will be his net taxable income. Now अभी इसका एज कितना है? इसका एज है 48 years का. So up till 2,50,000 there won't be any tax. 2,50,000 तक टैक्स नहीं है. अगर आप लोग टेबल देखेंगे, टेबल नंबर 1 इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक, up till 2,50,000 no tax is there. So it's coming in the slab of 2,50,000 to 5 lakh. So write it down here. Taxable income is in slab of, how much it will be? After 2,50,000 it is 2,50,001 से लेके 4,41,000 तक. 4,41,000 इसके ऊपर इनको मिस्टर करतार सिंह को टैक्स भरना पड़ेगा. सो वी राइट इट डाउन. इनकम टैक्स इज इक्वल टू इनकम टैक्स इज इक्वल टू 4,41,000 में से 2,50,000 माइनस करो and multiply by 5% tax here to pay here, means it will be 5/100. Correct? So 4,41,000 minus 2,50,000, it will be, and again you have to multiply by 5/100. So that is equal to 1,91,000 multiplied by 5/100. 10 is getting cancelled, so it is 0. 5 1s are 5, 5 9s are 45, 5 1s are 5 plus 4 is 9. 9,550 is a net, is a income tax he has to pay. अभी 9,550 इनकम टैक्स उनको भरना ही भरना है. अगेन यू सी द टेबल 1. तो टेबल 1 में क्या दिया हुआ है? अगेन यू हैव टू पे एजुकेशन सेस ऑल्सो. सो एजुकेशन सेस यू हैव टू पे 2% on 9,550 as well as secondary and higher education cess of 1% again on 9,550, and we have to add up. So income tax is rupees 9,550. Now education cess we have to find it out. Education cess is 2%, means 2/100 multiplied by 9,550. जितना हमने इनकम टैक्स निकाले थे 9,550, उसके ऊपर 2% करने का है. So 0 0 getting cancelled here. 5 2s are 10, 5 2s are 10 plus 1 is 11, 9 2s are 18 plus 1 is 19 upon 10. Again 0 0 cancel, it is 191 is your education cess here. So we got the education cess as 191. Now after education cess, if you see the table number 1 only, there is secondary and higher education case. So I have to write it down. Secondary and higher, secondary and higher education case. It is again 1%. ये 1% है. So 1/100 multiplied by same. It is income tax only. How much we got? 9,550. 0 0 is getting cut. So 955 upon 10 is 95.5. So that is our secondary and higher education case. We are getting here as 95.5. Now we have to see total income tax. So total income tax, we have to add up all the three things: income tax plus education cess plus secondary and higher education. We have to add up. So write it down here. Total income tax is equal to total income tax is equal to 9550 plus education cess आया था 191 plus secondary and higher education case was 95.5. Now you have to add up in the rough column. When you add up all these three things, you will be getting the answer as 9,836.50 is the total income tax which the Qatar Singh has to pay. So we write down the final answer. Tax payable by Mr. Qatar Singh is rupees 9836.50. That is the full amount that he has to pay as a income tax to the government. So here we have completed our question number. So this is how we have completed our practice set 6.2. It was very much easy only, and this Qatar Singh sum is very much important from school's point of view. कि स्कूल में तो एक एग्जाम में आता ही आता है, either in second unit test or in final examination. So please take care about that. And what I taught to you all, I taught you in very easy manner. If you like it, please press the like button and please share it with all of your friends also. And please do subscribe it also. Thank you for watching my videos. Thanks a lot. In next video, we are going to start with our next lesson, lesson number 7. So please stay on. So in question number 4, they have told you about Syed and Fernandez. तो फिर सैयद ने क्या किया था पता है? बैंक में इन्वेस्टमेंट किए थे 2 साल के लिए, और मिस्टर फर्नांडिस हैव इन्वेस्टेड इन द म्यूचुअल फंड फॉर सेम 2 years. तो 2 साल के बाद सैयद को कितना इंटरेस्ट मिला और उसका परसेंटेज क्या है वो हम लोग को देखना पड़ेगा. इन्वेस्टमेंट के ऊपर कितना परसेंटेज उसने कमाया, और यहाँ पे भी मिस्टर फर्नांडिस ने भी म्यूचुअल फंड में पैसे डाले, तो 2 साल के बाद उसका प्रॉफिट कितना हो गया और उसका परसेंटेज कितना हो गया फर्नांडिस का भी. दोनों का परसेंटेज देखेंगे, किसका परसेंटेज ज्यादा रहेगा, दैट पर्सन हैज गॉट अ मोर प्रॉफिट. इट इज लाइक दिस वे. सो स्टार्ट विथ क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 हियर. Question number 4, they are told to you all कि Syed kept 40,000 rupees in a bank and he is getting compound interest also. Rate of interest is 8% and term he has kept it for 2 years. So first we have to find out the amount. Amount मिलने के बाद ही we will get the compound interest. You know that compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. That was seen in standard 8 here. So for compound interest, first we have to find A. So A is equal to the formula, it is P1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. That you all know that it is equal to P का वैल्यू कितना है 40,000, ब्रैकेट में 1 प्लस R का वैल्यू कितना है 8 अपॉन 100 रेज टू N का वैल्यू है 2. इट इज इक्वल टू 40,000 multiplied by 100 into 1 is 100. 100 plus 8 is 108 upon 100 raised to 2. Correct? So written here 40,000 multiplied by 108 upon 100 raised to 2. So we'll multiply here 2 times. So it is equal to 40,000 multiplied by 108 upon 100 multiplied by 108 upon 100. Now here what is getting cancelled here? So if you see 0 0 0 zeros are getting cancelled here. 2 0 नीचे का 2 0 ऊपर का, वहां पे 2 0 नीचे का 2 0 ऊपर का, it is getting cancelled here. Now you have to multiply 108 by 108. So 8 8 the 64, 8 1 the 8, 0 will be there, and 2 0 1 0 8. So it is 64, 8 plus 8 is 16, and 1. So getting the answer. So again you have to multiply by 4 here. So it is equal to 4 4 the 16, 6 4 the 24 plus 1 is 25, 6 4 the 24 plus 2 is 26, 4 1 the 4, 5 6 4. So 46,656 is your answer for A. तो A का वैल्यू हमारे पास आ गया 46,656. हम लोग को I चाहिए. I is equal to A minus P, that is equal to 46,656 minus 40,000. So getting the answer as 6,656 is your answer for I. तो इंटरेस्ट आ गया हमारे पास 6,656. इतना इंटरेस्ट मिला सैयद को. नाउ वी हैव टू फाइंड द परसेंटेज ऑल्सो. सो राइट इट हियर. परसेंटेज ऑफ इंटरेस्ट is equal to how much you got? 6,656 divided by, on what amount he got? On the amount of 40,000 he got. So you have to divide by 40,000 and you have to multiply it by 100. So got the concept clear here? So interest, percentage of interest is equal to 6,656 upon 40,000 multiplied by 100. This is for Sayyid, what we are calculating it here. So we will be getting the answer as 16.64. So 16.64 you can actually calculate it also. So the investment in the bank gave a profit. The investment in bank for Sayyid gave a profit of how much? Of 16.64%. ये है सैयद के लिए. अभी coming for now for Mr. Fernandez. Write it here for Mr. Fernandez. So for Mr. Fernandez, how much he has invested here in mutual fund? So he has invested rupees 1,20,000 for 2 years. He has invested. So write it down. Amount invested in mutual fund is rupees 1,20,000 is his investment. Correct? How much return he is getting here? After 2 years, he is getting rupees 1,92,000 rupees. So write it here. At end of 2 years, he get is equal to rupees 1,92,000. ये हो गया हमारा मिस्टर फर्नांडिस के लिए. मिस्टर फर्नांडिस ने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया था म्यूचुअल फंड में 1,20,000 और उनको प्रॉफिट मिला है इन्वेस्टमेंट के ऊपर. 2 साल के बाद he got a profit of rupees 1,92,000. It is like this way. So how much profit he has made? So we can actually minus करने का हम लोग को 1,92,000 minus 1,20,000. Profit, therefore profit made is equal to 1,92,000 minus 1,20,000. So how much he got? Is getting 9 minus 2 is 7 and 2 minus 0 is 0. So 72,000 rupees he has made a profit. So profit percentage is equal to how much? Profit percentage is equal to कितना प्रॉफिट कमाया इसने? 72,000 रुपीज कमाया, तो लिखेंगे 72,000. किसके ऊपर कमाया 72,000 रुपीज? 1,20,000 रुपए कमाया, तो डिवाइडेड बाय 1,20,000 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100 it is equal to, so we have to divide it like this way, 72,000 rupees upon 1,20,000, क्योंकि 72,000 रुपीज कमाया उसने. किसके ऊपर कमाया? 1,20,000 के ऊपर कमाया, मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100. तो नीचे का एक जीरो, ऊपर का एक जीरो कट, 1010 कट, 1010 कट, अगेन 1010 कट, 12 1 जा 12 6 जा. So how much percent he has made? He has made a profit percent of 60%. Mr. Fernandez has made a profit. So who has made whose investment turned out to be more profitable? You have to write down the final answer. Mr. Fernandez investment is more profitable. Mr. Fernandez investment is more profitable. So this is how you have to write down the final answer also. क्योंकि वो क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है कि किसका इन्वेस्टमेंट ज्यादा प्रॉफिटेबल है, तो यू हैव टू राइट इट डाउन. मिस्टर फर्नांडिस इन्वेस्टमेंट इज मोर प्रॉफिटेबल. So here we are completed on question number 4. So question number 5, they have told you that Samira spent 90% of her income and donate 3% of her income for socially useful causes. She is left with rupees 1,750 for a month. You have to find her actual income. If you see carefully, this question number 5 and question number 1 are near about same. Question number 1 और question number 5 same ही है. तो फिर हम लोग ने लिखा let the actual income of Samira be rupees X. Then she spent her 90% of her income. We'll write it down. She spends 90% of her income. Income means monthly income. So it will be how much? 90 upon 100 multiplied by X is equal to 90x upon 100. Again, she is donating 3% for socially useful causes. So we'll write it down. She donates. She donated 3% of her income for socially useful causes is equal to 3 into x upon 100. It will be 3x upon 100. So after that also she has left with rupees 1,750. Means she saves rupees 1,750. That is the amount she is saving. तो ये सब सेविंग किस में से होएगा? x में से होएगा. तो x में से 90% इनकम वो स्पेंड करती है, x में से 3% सोशल यूजफुल कॉज के लिए रहता है, x में से 1750 रुपीज वो सेव करती है. इसका मतलब तीनों को ऐड करेंगे, दैट इज इक्वल टू x. सो राइट इट डाउन. देयरफॉर 90x upon 100 plus 3x upon 100 plus 1,750 is equal to x. So what we'll do? We'll add up all the x here. So 90x plus 3x upon 100, it is equal to what? इट इज इक्वल टू 93, क्योंकि दोनों का कॉमन डिनोमिनेटर है 100. 90x प्लस 3x इज इक्वल टू 93x प्लस 1750 इज इक्वल टू x. ये दिस x I will put it on the left hand side, so it will become minus. So 93x upon 100 minus x is equal to plus 1750 equal to का राइट हैंड साइड में जाते हैं minus 1750 होते हैं. Now cross multiplication will be there. X will be multiplied to 100. So 93x minus 100x upon 100 it is equal to minus 1750. Correct? So 93x minus 100x upon 100 is equal to 13 is equal to minus 1750. So what we'll do here? It is equal to minus 7x is equal to, now 100 equal to का राइट हैंड साइड में जाते ही मल्टीप्लाई हो जाता है. जो डिवाइड था it will become multiplied when it goes on the right hand side. So I multiplied by 100 here. Correct? So when we are multiplying by 100, we will be getting the answer as minus 1750. Again, two zeros are going to come. So therefore, minus 7x is equal to minus 1750 double zero. Therefore, x is equal to minus 175 000 upon minus 7. Now you can actually divide it out. So 17,500, 5,000. So it is minus minus cancel. 7 2s are 14. 17 minus 14 is 3. 3 and 5 is 35. 7 5s are 35. And 3 zeros. So x is equal to 25,000. So x is what? It is the actual income of Samira. So write down the final answer. Actual income of Samira is rupees 25,000. So this is how you have to write down the final answer also. Actual income of Samira is rupees 25,000. And here we have completed our question number 5 also. So here we have completed our question number 5. We have completed our practice set also 6.1. So hope that whatever I taught you all in very easy manner. So if you like it, then please press the like button also. And don't even forget to subscribe. So please subscribe also. And thank you for watching my lecture. In next video, we are going to start with our next practice set 6.2. So please stay on.